All right, welcome everyone to the State of Synth. My name is Dennis G. I do not know how to turn a microphone off before we are ready to start. And I was just telling Jules that you got to write Jacket's name in lowercase. It's lowercase.
With a period.
What's that?
With a period.
With a period, yes. You got to have all that
Damn
stuff. Make sure it is all correct, Amundo, because, you know, that's important, writing names and whatnot, I think.
I think so. How you doing, Dennis?
I'm okay. It's been a week, Jules.
Yeah, I heard you had some technical issues with your rig.
Technical difficulties, yes. I had a situation where my motherboard just wanted to fry, and that was it. Game over.
It did.
Yeah, so that was fun. So what I did was I went ahead and found another computer, basically stole my daughter's laptop, and thankfully the hard drive was okay, and I saved the stuff I needed to save, and I just discarded the rest. Because you know what? You got to keep moving on, man. You can't look back.
Exactly.
You got to keep moving forward. So anyway, how was your week? I heard you got the big C.
Well, yeah. Came down with some symptoms on Sunday night, and did a home test. Came back positive, and I'm supposed to fly out on Saturday to Florida. So
Oh no!
I'm
Oh,
the big SCR-ood.
oh. So what are they gonna do? Are they gonna be able to give you any type of like rain check or
I
anything
don't know.
like that? Or?
I think so. I think most airlines now give you the option to at least reschedule
Yeah, because
they know.
the world we live in, you just can't. I mean, you're being responsible by not getting on the plane. They should be like thanking you. In fact, they should give you like I don't know, like a free bag of like peanuts or something like that for just
free flight to New York to catch a synthwave gig.
There you go. There you go. A little extra bonus for you being a responsible adult in the end of a pandemic. That's fantastic. Anyway, yes, we are here. This is the State of Synth. We want to thank everyone for tuning in live. We are just plowing through, and we're going to have a great show. We have Jacket, all lowercase, with the period. We're going to definitely talk about that name and where that came from, and all kinds of stuff. He has some great stuff coming up. I think he's got a brand new single. We're going to drop that. And, of course, we have a lot of things to discuss with him.
Yeah.
And this is exciting.
If you're tuned in, say hi in the chat so we can throw you some shout-outs.
Indeed, indeed. And do we want to go ahead and drop a couple names before we go ahead into our first thing?
Quick shout out to Picklock over in the YouTube chats. And I believe I did see Dream Kid was in there earlier. I don't know if he's still tuned in. It's probably a bit late.
Nice.
Over in the IRCs, we've got Defunct. We got Johnny 5, Missed You Lorelei. We've also got our guest, Jacket, who's in the IRC chat, so you can pick his brains. Our buddy Dysterian's there. Midnight Fury has joined us, as well as Karin, Grey Stars, System Glitch, Craig, Pac-Man, all the way from Perth, and Super Space Cat.
Nice. Thank you so much for tuning in to the show. This is great. We have no top story. Kitty's still in jail, and we got no top story, but we do have a top topic. Is it a top topic? Can you say that?
Yeah, that's good. Top topic.
Top topic. I don't know if that's proper grammar, but we're going to go with it. We just coined a phrase, top topic, and we're going to have our top topic. It is about, what did we write? We got notes somewhere. It's about classic TV. Yes.
Yeah. Tell us what your favorite TV shows were. Retro TV shows.
Retro.
We're going to show our age here.
Yes. We will definitely talk about that. And we're going to put mine out right now. You can maybe put yours out in a little bit, but I love the weird stuff, man. I like the weird 80s culty stuff. Like Max Headroom was like one of my favorite shows. I love that so much. I think I mentioned that before. I love in fact, that was like my earliest introduction into cyberpunk. That's how long I've been into cyberpunk, is the moment that I saw Max Headroom. I was just like, what is this? And I love the retro futuristic. It was really like retro futuristic back then because everything was in the future, yet they're like talking on telephones with cords on them. It's just, it's amazing. I love it.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you, I think my favorite like retro show to watch is probably season 1 of Buck Rogers.
Buck Rogers.
And I think everyone will agree it's because of Aaron Gray.
Yes.
Whoa.
I like the robot. The robot was like pretty dope.
Beat it.
And I read a comic. This is how young I was.
Up,
I love that. I had a comic that was actually selling the robot on the back of a comic. I guess you like send away for this robot, and me being like the young kid that I am, I'm like, oh my god, you get this real robot, like exactly like the show. Like I'm expecting it to walk and talk and do all those things that they do on the show, and it's probably just some plastic piece of junk. But I was definitely saving my money to get that robot. I wanted it so bad.
You know what? We got Picklock over in the YouTube chats who threw out the name. Welcome back, Kata.
Oh my God!
Welcome
yes.
back.
That's actually, man. That you guys are really digging deep. That is, I think
our age, man.
Buck Rogers is 70s, and I think
Welcome back, Kata's 70s as well.
70s
Buck Rogers is like late 70s.
Yeah, late 70s, early 80s. Man, I thought I was going to be the old man by pulling out Max Headroom. I think I was like 11 when that came out, which wasn't bad, really.
Yeah, I think you were still in your mom's womb when I was like watching these shows and stuff.
Probably. Yes, lots of great classic TV. And yeah, if you're in the chat and you want to shout out, we'll mention your show if it's something poignant. We'll definitely mention it on the show and let you guys know that there's lots of retro TV that I guess wasn't retro back in the day. It was just TV.
Yeah, it was new retro.
It was new retro wave TV.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. Where are we at here?
Let's play a song.
Let's play a song. Oh my God. I'm so glad we moved this track up. This is just an amazing track. This is like the track of the week right here. You want to go ahead and set this one up?
Hells yeah. Quick shout out to Beningrid, who has joined us in the IRC, and also to Siggy NZ over in the YouTubes, who's a first-time listener.
Excellent.
So welcome to Night Ride.
Very nice.
NZ, I'm assuming that's New Zealand, like the land of Kiwis.
Very cool. So it's probably midday for him, I guess.
Yeah. All right. So let's kick off this show with an amazing fresh track from UK artist Pilot. Yes. Available on the new Retrowave site. This is Upgrades right here on Night Ride FM.
And once again, that was Pilot with Upgrades. I love that track, Jules.
And yeah.
That's
good
amazing.
old Pilot is back.
Yeah. I love his stuff, and it's great that New Retro Wave picked him up again. I think that's great because, it's New Retro Wave. Video.
See, they
TV.
They got promo or something for a documentary about first-person shooters, which I think is produced by them.
What? Do they?
I just saw it on Twitter.
It's about their new movie studio?
Yeah, I think so.
Look at that. Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
I think they're going to really do well with a lot of their... I guess if they start off like doing documentaries and stuff like that, I think they're going to do really, really well because they're in that niche, and they got that niche. And
they've worked a lot with Creator VC, who did those In Search of Darkness and
that's right.
In Search of Tomorrow and all that. So they probably got some good knowledge sharing going on there.
Speaking of your retro TV, that's all the good stuff right there. All the retro movies, the retro games, and the first-person shooters. I love all that stuff, man. I love it all.
You know what? That reminds me. I got a quick shout-out to Midsummer X. We're going to hear a track from him later on. Midsummer X, by the way, says one of his favorite shows was V.
Oh, let me tell you.
It was great when you see that hot, what's her name? I forgot her name. Where they're swallowing the mice. I remember the first time I saw it as a kid. I was like, what?
So here's me dating myself. I saw V when it first came out. They also had a reboot, but the original, I was too young. I was like at that teetering age where it was way too scary for me. I couldn't watch it. I just could not watch it.
It was a bit...
The peeling the face off, I was like, what?
Yeah,
no. What? I couldn't do it. And I was like, I feel like I was like 8, maybe something like that, 8 or 9. And I just, the thing gave me nightmares. I just could not watch. And it was a really cool, mini series, and it was on every night. And people would tune in to watch it, and I would just have to turn it off. I just couldn't even, make it past the intro of the show. But now I watch that stuff, I'm just like, I don't know what the big deal was.
Exactly.
But yeah, all that stuff. When you're young, it's like every little thing. I remember I saw some show where there were 2 people were just kissing, and I was just like, whoa, this is too heavy for me. They were literally just kissing on TV. I was like,
dude,
what?
All my friends were like, oh man, you got to see American Werewolf in London. And I was like, sure, okay. First 4 minutes of the movie where the guy gets ripped to shreds, and I'm like, nope. And I'd never watched it for another 15 years.
Nope.
Gonna nope the fuck out of that.
That is great. Tell you what, though. Why don't we go ahead and bring our very special guest on, because I can't wait to dig in to his music and his stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to introduce to you Jacket.
Hey, what's up, guys? Glad to be here.
What's up, man?
What is up?
You're in the studio all the way from Colorado, aren't you?
I am. Yeah.
That's fantastic. And how's the weather over there? Is it cold? I feel like it's still cold over there.
Yeah, I was telling Jules earlier, it's kind of, it's given us the tickle of summer weather, here and there, giving us a little bit of nice weather, but right now it's a little bit chillier, but we're climbing. I'm ready for the hot weather, man.
Oh, so am I. I'm a summer guy. I love the summer. I couldn't do the cold weather. I couldn't do Canada. I couldn't do, we know a lot of people over in Michigan, and it's still snowing over there, which is just weird. It's very weird.
Yeah, we haven't had a snow. So all of April we went without snow, which I guess is some freaky climate change record
April?
or something like that.
Without snow?
Yeah. And
oh my God.
So we're all like, okay, we need some moisture. But it rained a little bit yesterday. Rained/snowed. I don't know, man. So we're struggling.
It's a mess, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna get to the palm trees and the summertime in no time. I know. It's gotta happen, man. It's right on the cusp right now. What is it? April? No, it's May. It's May.
Almost there.
It's May. Holy crap!
It's gonna be May.
It's great. I can't wait. So let's dig in. You are a synthwave artist, I hear.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the word on the street.
And you have a cool name that is really written coolly. Cool like. It's very cool like. It's got style. It's got, what do they call that when they write something with a very special way to make it look cool? Like it's got that, the word I can't think of. It's got the aesthetics vibe.
Yeah, aesthetic flourish.
Yeah, it's like
Whatever.
it's like when they write out their name and you put a space after every letter, and then like it completely kills your search engine SEO.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then like Spotify hates you and like everybody can't find you. It's great.
And you know, I've had many moments where I was like, why did I do this to myself?
Let me tell you, before we dig in though, I do want to say your name. I was looking for an image, right? Don't ever Google search the word jacket and try to look for a synthwave group, because let me tell you, there's
I am so curious.
every single jacket, you know, summer jackets, winter jackets, like just modeling jackets. This guy, he's a skiing dude, and like everything except for the music. I was just like, wait a minute. And then I had to type in jacket synthwave, and then it finally popped up, and I think I just grabbed your picture right off of Bandcamp, which was
It does look like he's
perfect.
modeling something in his Bandcamp
It
picture.
does. Yeah, you have like a cool, in fact, you're wearing a jacket
I am
on the jacket picture, so that's very nice.
It's a jacket in a jacket.
I am modeling the jacket. Right
Is
there.
that the jacket? Because
That is the jacket.
Now
Or at least
we-
one of the first. Yeah.
we got to really break it down. Because we always talk about how people come up with the names. I always find it interesting. And is there a jacket, like that's the jacket or one of the jackets? Is it like a posse of jackets, like a Jack Attack? I don't know. Like, is it? Help me out with this.
I mean, someday I hope for it to be a tide of jackets. You know, I just open up my closet in my studio and they all just kind of like rush out and fall over me.
Yeah,
And
or
that'll
you
be
open up
my
the
vibe.
closet. You know how like they have like all the same outfit? Like it could just be like full of jackets, just lined up, neatly hung, and you're like, okay, this is my Tuesday. And you go and you put the jacket on, and you walk out the door. And then like the next day, the exact same jacket, but a different one. You put that one on.
Those are goals. Actually, the name came first, and then the jacket came after. But now it's kind of spawned this whole, I need to get more jackets like this, so that I can kind of like switch them out and, you know, do different photos and, you know, bring each one, if I ever start doing live shows, you know, do different ones at live shows. And, you know, I think even though it's kind of confusing sometimes to find me on Spotify if you don't know what you're looking for, I think it at least gives me a nice little marketing piece to be like, yeah, it's a jacket. I wear a jacket. I'm Jacket.
Speaking of marketing, Bending Grid just asked a really good question. He wanted to know when the jackets are going to be on sale as merch, because that would be like the most amazing marketing tie-in that you could ever have.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Jewel
and
Jules
I
will buy
think
three.
it's all just about. I wish that Threadless did it, but they don't.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been very easy for me to just loop in and do a jacket design specifically through there. That's where I only have one T-shirt right now. That's where it is. And I'm like, okay, so I really it's gotta be an actual project and an actual like real investment of money to make the jacket. So it'll happen someday for sure. I mean, there's no way I can't.
Yeah,
do that,
it's
you know, so.
make that end game. That could be end game when you finally like, and then everyone can get the jacket, and then that'll be it. Like you're in the zone. You know, you made it when people buy the jackets.
That's what I'm hoping. Yeah.
So is it just a name? You just like the sound of it? Is it something? I'm not sure. Did you explain why you came up with the name? I can't remember.
No. It was weird. I was just kind of like, okay, well, I'm gonna be on my own, kind of doing some, you know, synthwave music, and you know, you gotta come up with a name, and I was kind of just going through like a chillwave synthwave name generator. I know, it was like really.
I love it.
But everything that was coming up, I was like, that's not good. And then there was one that was like neon jacket or something like that. And I was like, okay. And then like, I mean, it's funny that we played Pilot because I was thinking of that Pilot song. I can't remember the name of it right now. It's like, I put on my jacket.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, like jacket, like that can be like, you know. And then I started thinking of like the movie Drive. I'm like, there's jackets. People can connect to jackets.
And there's too many artists with the name Neon in front of everything.
It's true.
Hey,
yeah.
Jeez, those people with the neon, like, neon this, neon that.
They're so annoying too.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I never really thought of that because Drive, the big thing, really, honestly, the entire movie. It's like if you were to have a takeaway for the movie, Drive. What is it going to be? It's going to be Kavinsky, that one Kavinsky song, and the jacket. Like, that's it. Like, you can take the rest of the movie and just, like, throw it out because it doesn't mean anything. But you have a jacket and Kavinsky, and boom, you got a movie. That's great.
And there you go. Yeah, and I know Kavinsky also has his
jacket.
His jackets.
Yeah.
His jackets as well. I don't try to take after that at all. I just kind of, I don't know. It just made sense, and I thought it was cool. And, you know, I think inherently all band names or producer names, you know, they're kind of silly. You know, you're just trying to think of something that represents you. And, you know, I think if you can have a little bit of fun with it and just be into it and be like, it's jacket, you know. And that's kind of, and like from there, like you said, I mean, there could be jackets. I could have different jackets. There's a lot of things that you can do.
What's with the period on the end?
Yes.
I think it's just like, it's jacket, man. It's jacket.
It's
That's
jacket. Period. It's like an end stop, right?
Yeah, I think when I was like kind of just messing around with different fonts and things like that, it just looked cool. It looked definitive and kind of, I guess, in your face a little bit. And I was like, yeah, I like the look of it. And it's pretty simple as that, you know.
Very nice. Also, Z had mentioned that Jacket is a character on Hotline Miami. So there you go.
It's a player in Hotline Miami.
You have a lot of tie-ins with that. And the word I was looking for before, stylized. It's a stylized way that you write your name.
Yes, it is. And that, I can't believe none of us could think of.
Well, I mean, English is my first language. You would think I'd be able to get that, but I didn't. So there that is. It's the New Jersey.
We got there finally.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I eventually get there, but how long are you going to wait for me to get it?
As long as it takes.
It's an hour and a half show, so you know, I better get my act together. But anyway, so we're not here to just talk about your name. We're here to talk about your music. I love your music. I think your music's great. I love some other things which we're going to talk about. The other project that you had, which was Tom Selleck, and thank God you want to talk about it. It always is one of them things where
curious minds.
When there's previous projects and different things, you never know how things ended with that project or if it just was, you know, but we could talk about it in a little bit. But let's start from the beginning of your stuff and how you got into music, how you got into the scene. How'd you find synthwave and what did you think of it? What was your most favorite artist when you started getting into the scene?
What year were you born? When did you first?
What's your blood type?
Keys?
Last 4 digits of your social security number, and
there it is.
The combination to your safe.
Yeah.
Go.
Well, loaded question. Yeah, man. I mean, if I start from the beginning, you know, we could be here a while. So I'll
start from the beginning of time.
Okay,
where were you born?
Yeah, there was a big bang or something like a big bang. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. I wanted to be, I don't know, my dad was a musician when he was younger and he kind of stopped as he got older, and it was just something that kind of always stuck with me. I thought that was just so cool that he did that and he played live music, and I don't know, I was brought up around a lot of music, and it was just a really important part of my life, and I actually wanted to play drums when I was like, you know, 10 or 11 or whatever it was. And my parents were just like, no way. That's just gonna be way too loud. You're just absolutely, and I'm like, now I get it. But back then I was like, I hate you both. You've ruined my life. But they ended up getting me a guitar instead. And I was like, okay, I guess a guitar works, you know. And you know, it was off and on for a few years after that, and then eventually, I think, you know, just kind of when I hit like, I don't know, 12 or 13 or something, I started getting into it more. I was very came from a very pop punk type of background when I was middle school and in high school. You know, that's kind of all I wanted to do, and that evolved over time, and never really had a legitimate band until high school, and I think it was senior year, and we were kind of like Chevelle crossfade kind of new metal with, you know, some post-hardcore. I don't know. It's high school.
Yeah,
And
it's
we
all that
didn't know.
angsty
We thought
stuff.
we were cool.
Yeah.
It was so much angst, and you know, those were the years of angst, absolutely. And yeah, it just kind of went from there, man. And then it turned into a metal band, and I played in a metal band for about 6 years. We went on tour, and you know, that was kind of my 20s, and
Nice.
always really into electronic music. I think it grew more and more as time went on, and just I think once I was probably about like 26, 27, started really latching on to these new groups that I was hearing, and was searching. Didn't know that I was searching for them until I found them, and that kind of started, you know, with Perturbator,
Yeah.
Tom Trues, and YouTube would just kind of keep selecting things for me.
Oh
and
yeah,
suggesting
going down the YouTube
Wait.
rabbit hole.
right
The thread
And-
on the sweater, you just start pulling at it. You're like, oh, wait a minute. This is a thing that I'm
Yep.
approaching. That's
And,
awesome.
you
So
know,
Perturbator's
yeah,
a
and-
great. I mean, you know, you can't really start on a better name.
Yeah, and I think from there it grew, and I don't listen to so many of those first guys as much as I do newer stuff, and keep my ear to the ground for more local stuff. But that was just kind of how it grew, and it eventually, me and my friends who we'd always been kind of lifelong music making partners, we both just really wanted to do a project like that. We'd always he was in the metal band for a while as a keyboarder, and then you know, he left, he did his own project, and I went through, you know, whatever I did in my late 20s. Who knows what happened there. But then we just wanted to start a project like this that was
This
in that same
friend-
area as all these other places.
This friend, would this happen to be the guy from Tom Selleck, Other Half?
It would, yes.
Oh, can we start talking about Tom Selleck now? Because I think this is an appropriate place, I guess, right?
Sure.
So we did got into the synthwave, got into the scene. So you started Tom Selleck.
It's a good segue.
Yes, I love it. I mean, honestly, I love your stuff. I love your new stuff. But there was always a little part of me that when you came out with Tom Selleck, I just thought it was the most amazing concept. It was mind-blowing. The thing that cracked me up is the fact that the basic story, I guess, around Tom Selleck is you're resurrecting the ghost of Tom Selleck. You're trying to like reanimate Tom Selleck through synthwave and funk, and the dude's not even dead, man. What's up with that? Dude is alive.
He's more of a, like, you know, paranormal entity that takes on the likeness of our beloved Mr. Selleck. Yeah.
So, all right. So, since we're coming up with derivations, is that like the elevator pitch for that project? It's the Tom Selleck is the embodiment of people, or possessing people, or is he dead, or is he like what? He's a spirit?
Yeah, I think he's closest to some sort of, you know, abstract entity,
Paranormal
Lovecraftian horror almost, if we want to go there, you know,
Yeah.
like Cthulhu-esque.
Yes.
And, you know, inhabits, takes the form of Tom Selleck, and through a combination of, you know, synthesizer seances and some funky dancing, we somehow unearthed this entity, and that was kind of the whole thing. And he was our guy, man. You know, he was our editor in the studio, and you know, told us not to, move too much one direction, otherwise, well, it'd be bad.
I love it though. I thought it was really cool. And one of the cool things is, in fact, it all makes sense now. If you started off in that angsty kind of vibey thing in high school, and you moved from there to Tom Selleck, which I think one of your big songs was, I want to say Fright Night.
Yep.
So it was a cool, and another cool concept, which I don't think anybody has ever done until you guys did it, is you have the same song, but you did 3 interpretations of the same song. So you essentially made I don't even know. It's
a beginning, middle, and end.
Yeah,
it was 3 tracks.
It's almost like in classical music when you have movements. I feel like it's like each song is a movement of paranormal freakiness, of awesomeness, and
that was our first song. Was Fright Night, and I think we grew so much in that time working together in such a short amount of time, just because of what we were making, and it was so different for the both of us that by the time it was a year later, we were like, well, we could really do a better job with that. And so we just took the idea and kind of ran with it and turned it into a whole trilogy and remastered the original track. And yeah, man, I love doing stuff like that, little narrative pieces and remixes and stuff. And I think it gives a lot of value to the listener to kind of dive into stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. Now, the stuff that you did with Tom Selleck, did you feel like you were ready to move on? What was the real thing that kind of pushed you forward into the stuff you're doing now? Was it any particular thing, or just fizzle out? Or
yeah, I think it was more just a case of that's life, like my counterpart lived in another state. We'd started it when he was here, but then he left, and we kept it going long distance. It was a long distance thing for forever, like pretty much the most, like, majority of the time that we were together, maybe 2 out of the 3 years or whatever. And I've known this guy a really, really long time, since we were both like in first grade, man. So people have ebb and flows, and relationships kind of go in and out, and sometimes you drift away from people and then you come back,
right?
And that's kind of just what happened with us. And I think that I was just that was a really inspired time in my life. So I'm writing stuff on the side. I'm stockpiling a bunch of songs. I'm kind of honing my craft, and things just kind of weren't moving fast enough, I guess.
You couldn't wait for him.
Right.
Yeah, and
keep
that's
going.
not on him at all. Like, he's got an awesome career, and everything going on in his life that he's got, and I totally respect that. And that's kind of just how it happened. Yeah, it wasn't any sort of negative situation at all. I mean, definitely bums me out. I still have a super soft space for it, and I loved sending Tom Selleck gifts.
Oh yeah, come on. Yeah, I love doing the Tom Selleck gifs.
Yeah, it was great.
It was great, yeah.
There's a lot of things that it was like my first synthwave.
Yeah,
and it holds a place in my heart for sure. And
yeah,
it still does.
And there was magic there, and I think that's really cool. And it's something that I think was magical with a lot of people, because that's where I first started listening to your stuff, was with that song. And then you guys had a couple other songs as well, more or less like a couple singles, couple EPs. And yeah, totally, I get it, how people drift away, and ebbs and flows. Absolutely, that's just a thing called life. So I'm glad to know that maybe someday it'll come back. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, there's always, I think we always kind of joke back and forth sometimes about the possibility and what that would look like. But I think once the split happened, it was pretty clear that it wasn't going to be the same type of thing if we did anything in the future. I really wanted to kind of give that ownership back to him, that brand back to him, and have him be the kind of caretaker of that, and whatever he wants to do with it, whenever he's ready, if he's ever able, then he can hit me up, or he can not, and we can keep it separate, and that's okay too. But for now, I'm just staying inspired with the current project and
Yeah,
going
you're
on
doing
ahead.
your thing, man.
Yeah, man.
So let's talk about shoot, you've been moving forward, and I feel like your music has just evolved and just gotten better, I feel. And the latest album that you dropped, which I guess you dropped in what, was it 2019, 2020? With Borealis, which we're going to play next?
No. It was Volume 1 Dream, right?
Yeah, so 2020 was when the project officially released stuff, and the first little demo, I don't even want to call it like an EP properly, because the songs are old by this point, but Autumn of 2085, and had the pleasure of working with Demi K on my very first demo, which was really cool.
That's a rite of passage, by the way.
Yeah, I was like, I play guitar, but I really don't like to, I just wanted something that shredded, man. And I actually remember I went to Alpha Chrome Yao first, because I remember from my time at Tom Selleck and just would hear him shred, and I was like, "You're so good, please play on my song." And he's like, "Oh, I can't. I don't have the time right now." But
that man's doing a million things.
Yeah, he's so busy with his own stuff, and that's totally fine. But he put me in contact with Demi, and now me and Demi are very good friends going forward. So, so 2020, and then if we're playing Borealis, that was actually the first single of 2021 that I did with Senor Shadowrunner.
Nice.
Yes,
dear friend.
Such talent.
Yes, he's wonderful human being. I'm super glad to have him as a friend and as a partner in crime, collaborator.
Mm-hmm.
So and that's such a great song. Like, it's done so well, like better than anything I've done. And it may seem like small potatoes to some artists, but like it's just been such a great journey.
Oozes retro wave.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think. How about we play it there, Dennis?
Yeah, let's go ahead and give it a spin. I'm very excited to give this one a drop. And so this is a little tune called Borealis. This is by Jacket and Shadowrunner, and you're listening to it right here on Night Ride FM. Enjoy. Once again, that was Borealis, Shadowrunner, and Jacket. Yes. Love that tune, man. It's good stuff. Now, when you put that together, what was the vibe you're going for? Is there any particular story behind it? How did you hook up with Shadowrunner? A little bit more you want to add to that, or?
Yeah. So I had just made friends with him through Twitter. He just seemed like a funny guy, and I loved his music, and he was just really nice. And I can't remember exactly how we started talking. I bet I could probably scroll back in 2 years or whatever it's been and find out what it was. But yeah, we just we became friends, and we became kind of critical partners, I think, for each other. We would send things back and forth and let the other know our thoughts and if we had any ideas. And it was just kind of a collaboration that was pretty organic and natural when it came about. We were like, hey, we should probably make a song together. Like, we've been, we're pretty good friends, and we have faith in each other's abilities, and let's make something cool together. So that's what we did. And it kind of was started from probably like a 1.5 minute little piece that I put together and sent him over a few different things, a few different sketches, and he connected with that one, and then he kind of took it and did his thing, and then we basically put the whole song together, and then flutes happened.
And then flutes happened. I like the way you put that.
Yeah, and then there's just a bunch of flutes flying out of it, and so it turned out to be a pretty good combo, and that was unique for me. It was something that I hadn't heard too often before. I mean, definitely, I think it's becoming more adopted now, like putting more wind instruments, besides the saxophone, but maybe
right.
Are
there other instruments other than a saxophone? I didn't even know that, honestly.
There's a saxophone. There's a jacksonophone.
Nice.
Yeah, man, and we were really happy with it, and he's just got impeccable skill as a producer, and just having an ear for what something should sound like, and I learned a lot from him during the process, and we made a really awesome song that ended up going to do pretty well.
We got a question from the YouTubes. You know what? I'm gonna do a quick shout out to a couple of more people who have joined. Want to do a shout out to Chad Cartwright and his better half Sharon.
Hey,
thanks for listening, guys.
Thank you.
Our overlord Z is in the IRC chat. King Blake is in the chats as well.
All right.
I think we had Lord Reinhold III, but may have jumped out. Of course, it's in there. Silent Gloves has joined us. Strangeland, and our YouTube buddy Howells has also tuned in.
Nice.
And finally, One Ticket to the Moon has jumped into the YouTubes. We're going to be hearing a track from him later on.
Cool.
But anyways, Siggy NZ wanted to know if you'll ever make a video for Borealis.
Ooh.
There actually is. There is a music video. I mean, I guess about as music video as it's gonna get.
What do you mean you don't have a multi-million dollar budget, man? What's up with that?
Yeah, I mean, we won't be actually playing synths riding on a Borealis anytime soon.
Oh, that would be great.
I know. It kind of reminds me of that scene from Anchorman. They're riding on the Pegasus. I freaking love you. That would probably, I would love to do something like that, but we don't got the budget, unfortunately. But it's on my YouTube, and it's on Shadowrunner's YouTube. So check it out. It's a nice little visualizer video.
There you go. It's indie style. Nice indie style video.
Stock footage.
But
beautiful. This
is great. So you collaborated with Shadowrunner. You collaborated with Dimmy K. You also collaborated with a whole bunch of other people. LV426, Oceanside 85, Diamond Ace, Maya.
Gray Stars.
Maya Camera.
Gray Stars is in the chat, by the way.
So
Diamond Ace,
Justin.
You learned a little something from Dimmy. Just collaborate with everybody and awesome things happen, I guess, huh?
How'd you manage to... Is this because you're a boy of summer?
Are you one of the boys of summer? Because we've been trying to come down with the mystery and figure this out, because we have this theory that there's a thing out there that is going to be happening, or it might be happening already, called
the Secret Cabal.
The secret organization Boys of Summer, and we're trying to uncover the mystery. So just say right now if you're one of the members, because that'll be great.
I mean, I can neither confirm nor
That
deny
means you are. The Boys of Summer
are even really a thing.
Fantastic. Keep going.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. System Glitch said the same thing.
Yeah. We all have kind of like canned responses.
Yeah, funny.
And
Dimmy said the same thing. So did Shadowrunner.
we have a script. It's a script we read from actually every time.
I cannot confirm nor deny.
I'm actually getting like death threats right now via private message. Like, keep your mouth shut.
Stop Ixnay on the
Ixnay on the summer.
Summer.
Boy, a Umer say.
Does anyone know Pig Latin? Really, like, all you got to do is put A at the end, right? I think. I don't know.
I think you take the first letter off.
Isn't that where like the English language came from? Like that was like the derivation of all the
pigs.
Yeah, I think it was. Oh wait, that was Latin. That's Latin.
Yeah.
Never mind. It's just
This is
the
Latin
The
for
pigs
pigs.
got a hold of the language and they just mangled it all up.
They butchered it.
So yeah, great collabs. That's awesome. And you've dropped this album, which is just fantastic. Now, I have on the note sheet, I have Volume 1, Dream.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a Volume 2 coming? Maybe?
Yep.
Nice!
Ooh.
Yep, volume
Very
2.
exciting.
I don't think I may have let it slip out at one point. Maybe with Karin, I said what the next one was kind of going to be about, but I haven't said what the subtitle is yet. It's just volume 2 right now.
The Boys
But
of
it
Summer.
Not involved at all. Dude, you trying to get me off here?
We're trying to throw you off your game so you just let all the good details just spill out.
Hey, Jackie, what's that? Look over there. So, Boys of Summer.
Oh yeah.
We'll get you, man. We'll get you. So you had a remixes album as well, which was great.
Yeah. I think one of the really core tenets of this project is collaboration, and bringing in friends and artists that I respect and that I love, and really just kind of having them have their own interpretations of what I think the themes are, what I want the themes to be, and just kind of give them some direction and give them a song that they like, that they feel like they can connect with, and see where they can take that stuff. And it's really turned into, I mean, Dream is a great album, and I'm just so grateful for all of those connections I made through there. But it just keeps getting better, and I guess I just kind of gauge the success of the project based off of the relationships that I built along the way. And
Yeah, you've got on your remix album. You've got remixes by Yoru and Mr. the Kid and Seth Duncan and Dastron, Geovoc. Yeah.
Geovoc.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I love his voice.
yeah, I heard that silly guy on the show a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. I love. He's one of my favorite vocalists. He really is, hands down. Love him.
Yep, good guy. And Stellarect was on there as well.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the opportunity to work with so many people that I listen to and I like and really respect and love. Like I said, it's a privilege. I'm really grateful for it.
Very good. All right, quick pitch. Favorite doll and go.
Favorite DAW, like DAW?
Your favorite doll. I meant to say. I'm just
Doll?
kidding.
Like, did he say doll?
American Girl.
Barbie.
Yes.
Barbie.
It's all about the
wait,
American
no.
Girl. No, you're a digital audio workstation. Do you use
Sure.
one? Do you like them? Do you have a particular preference?
Yeah, I have been a Logic user for probably about 15
Mac
years.
user.
Write that down,
Yeah.
Jules.
Mac. Yep, I'm
I'm
making
on
note.
All right, so I'm on some sort of list.
Yes.
There's a
now.
database,
Okay. All right, I'm gonna get roughed up on my way out. I got it.
It shows your birthday, your last four, your social security number.
All the
and-
Ableton synthwave artists, they wear their pants with like one leg up.
Yes, true.
Like red socks, but then you got the Logic ones who wear their pants like halfway down. And,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I tuck my pants into my socks, so I don't know if
That's
a
so logic.
fantastic. Now
Such
that's
a logic
aesthetics
thing
right
to do.
there.
Yeah, I don't think it gets any more
Uh,
retro than that.
all right. Well, so I can't wait. I want to drop another track by you, and we just played this on the station earlier at Karen's show, who, by the way, is, I think, still tuned in. Quick shout out to KZL. And
Karen.
she played this earlier. And why don't we go ahead and give this one a spin? Do you want to set this one up? This is the one that you just did with Serena.
Yep. It is the second single that will that has come from Volume 2. There'll probably be another one, another two maybe. And she was one of my artists I really kind of identified early on as wanting to work with, and finally got the chance to do it. And she's awesome. And we made this. I think it's a really good melding of both of our styles. It's very dramatic, very impactful, and I love the lyrics that she put together for it. And yeah,
Serena's got quite the vocals.
Quite the pipes.
Operatic.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And this is another case of me being like, hey, this is what I think the album is kind of veering towards. This is what I think the theme is. This is how I have kind of came up with these songs, and then giving her the concept to make her own and give her own interpretation and perspective, and that's really what it's all about. So super stoked on this one.
Nice. All right. You want to go ahead and set this one up, Mr. Jules?
Sure. So yeah, this dropped last Friday. This is Jacket with Regolith featuring Zarina right here on Night Ride FM.
Waited with pulsating breath, and I had hope this time to
And once again, that was Jacket featuring Serena, and this is Regolith.
Mm-hmm.
Regolith.
Yeah.
We'll go with
Big-
that. Yeah.
Big
yeah.
pieces of rock.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. Well, so it's I think it's regolith, so it's REGO usually, and it's like rock, and like you could say what's on the surface of the moon is lunar regolith. But we changed it to regolith because
It's
plays
regal.
on
Because it's regal.
Because Zarina is so regal in and of
She
herself.
is
I'm kind of
regal.
like the court jester in the jacket, but she's very regal. So yeah,
She's got a lot of silver all the time. Everything's silver. Like silver helmets, and like, it's just to be in Serena World. It's a wonderful experience.
By the way, quick shout out to Foxy who joined us in the IRC.
Hey, shout out to Foxy. Quick shout out to Silent Gloves. I don't know if we gave him a shout out yet, but I was embarrassing myself in the voice chat on Discord. By the way, guys, join our Discord. We have feet pics now. We post them on the Discord regularly, and I don't know. That's it. Just that's the only new thing to the Discord is feet pics. So if you're into that, sorry. It was a weird night. Let's just say it was.
What was that?
It was a weird night. So every now and then our Discord gets crazy. Like just crazy stuff happens. Everyone was posting feet pics, and then he put his foot on a synth, and then he tweeted it. So there that is, and you can't make this stuff up. And I was talking to Silent Gloves, and I felt so bad because I was like totally bombed out. I usually don't drink heavily on the weekdays, but it was one of them nights. I was just like, you know what? These mixed drinks, I've discovered a new mixed drink, and it's got Saint Germain.
I love Saint Germain.
Saint Germain. Yeah, so it's like a wildflower. And I mixed it, and it was so good, and I just kept drinking them. And then I was about to leave, and then Silent Gloves popped into the voice chat, so I had like 2 more, and I was not in a good place. I was like slurring my words, Surprise! Dennis was drunk. But yeah, it was a fun time. It was a fun discussion, and let's change the subject because
Tube for thoughts over on YouTube's like feet pics. Did you say feet?
yes.
Hey man, what goes on in Discord?
We get weird, man. We get
Days in
weird.
Discord.
It is fun though. On the real,
fetishes and synthwave.
We have a pop, and we had Killstar come into our Discord. I don't know if you ever heard of Killstar, but Killstar is incredible. A lot of Australian artists have been popping in. I think they're trying to take over. Honestly.
Yeah.
It's all you Australians out there. You're awesome. You have great music, and you just keep trying to take over our North American crew over here that we got. And I don't know. I think it's the next wave. It was like the Finnish invasion. It's going to be the Aussie wave now, where I think Vasto's going to have to go over there and put a stop to it.
Yeah, down under wave.
Down under
Awesome.
wave. Yes.
Awesome wave.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to talk on the real now. You wrote down, what is your favorite cereal? So earlier we were discussing the wonderful retro shows that are just amazing, that were new back then. So what did they call it? We call them new retro wave videos, I guess. Do you have a favorite? Is there a particular old school show that you like to watch? Maybe still watch? Used to watch?
Oh, man. So there was a lot. I mean, for me, I was definitely, in late 80s and early 90s, there was Saturday morning cartoons. Like, that was my life, So, but huge Transformers fan.
Oh, yeah.
We used to just have so many of the toys, and I broke so many of my brother's toys, and I'm pretty sure one day he's gonna like smother me in my sleep for it. But just Transformers, G.I. Joe, Mad Max was another one. Or not Mad Max, Mighty Max. That's what I'm talking
Mighty
about.
Max, yeah,
Mighty
yeah.
Max,
Mighty Max. I don't know if I've ever heard of that one. Mighty Max?
You never heard of Mighty Max?
I haven't. It sounds like a kids show, like
Yeah,
Bob the
it's,
Builder kind of thing. Like, it's
but it was
Mighty Max. kind of thing.
It was surprisingly dark, though. It was one of those. It
Really?
was like, you know, they played it on Fox Kids, I think, maybe, but it was still one of those that you could watch older and be like, oh, this has got some underlying themes there. All right. I think it's
Nice.
all on YouTube. The whole series is. Or at
Mighty
least it
Max.
used to be.
All right, I'm gonna check that out. What was the the thing? Everyone's got a thing. Each show has.
You had this. Wasn't it? You had this kid, right? I think this kid and his friends. I don't know. They just kind of like a Scooby Doo type thing, but just
Kind of. I think
crazy.
he hops dimensions and timelines, I think.
Nice.
And he's accompanied by a barbarian from some other timeline, and then a talking owl. Maybe it was like an old wise man owl, and they kind of hip hop around and solve crimes, and it's a very, it's a show. It is a show that happened.
And
Trust
I
me, it
watched
exists.
this.
I swear to God, I'm not crazy.
I love time
it's-
jumping shows. I think it's great.
Yeah, and they go to there's one that always stuck out with me, where there was a werewolf and they were solving the werewolf crimes, and I'm like, yeah, I love werewolves, just the edgy little kid, and that's about all I remember of it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, well, go check that out on YouTube, and while you're at it, go check out Jacket's YouTube. I'm sure you got some rad hits on that YouTube, and you can see the video for Borealis on that as well.
I'll be posting a little video for Regolith as well this week.
Oh, sweet.
Very, very nice. Why don't we go ahead and drop a track? What do you think, Mr. Jules?
Sure. Let's jump over to the UK. UK artist Dream Kid, who is on the Outland Recordings label,
Nice.
is dropping his new album May 13th. And here's one of the tracks. This is Game Over, right here on Night Ride FM.
Life isn't always what it is, even when we want it to be. Life isn't always like the movies, even when we want it to be. Life isn't always like the movies, even when we want it to be.
All right, once again, that was Dream Kid with Game Over. Yeah, I like that tune, man.
His new album is self-titled, called Dream Kid. And yeah, once again, it drops on May 13th.
Nice.
On Outland.
Check that out. All right.
I love that.
So
yeah, that guitar at the end, oh, that was some good stuff.
yeah, absolutely. And I
Tasty.
like the aesthetics in his name. He's got the spaces, those extra spaces.
Just like Zarina.
But you can't deny that is a banger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I loved it.
So, Mr. Jacket, what's on the horizon? What do we got to look forward to? We already alluded to in album 2. Anything cooking on the immediate future?
On the collab or the remix
Collab
future?
wise, or
Yeah.
you got to drop the sweet deets, man.
Yeah, a lot in the crock pot right now.
Nice.
It's cooking, it's stewing. I'm trying to kind of keep releases steady this year. I'm trying out new things, and it seems to be going pretty well. So I think I'll keep doing that. Obviously, Regolith just dropped, and my plan is to then have single number 3 from Volume 2 out towards the end of May. So I'll probably start posting teasers for that here soon, probably this week. So keep an eye out. I'm very, very stoked on that one. It's probably one of my favorite songs. Besides, I mean, I love them all, but it's got a place in my heart. So I'm looking forward to that. And one other thing that has been alluded to, which is something with Shadowrunner, and don't want to say too much because I know that he's keeping the information tight for the time being, but he did say something about it involving other members of an unnamed
something.
The Boys of Summer?
The Boys of Winter, yeah.
No, we don't say that. We don't say that, but yeah.
The BOS.
The boss.
The boss.
The boss.
Get on the boss.
So that's coming, and it's, keep your pants on. Hang on to your butts for that one.
Nice.
It's gonna be great, and got a few more collabs cooking. And during that time, I'm hoping to get some live streaming going.
Oh, very nice.
I talked a little bit on Twitter the other day about potentially doing a Bandcamp live or something of that nature. I'd really love to have some friends come and play with me and do a little streaming, little mini fest or something like that.
Oh,
so
very nice.
Building that up, and once these next singles are out, I think that I'll probably focus on that a bit and really sit down to hammer out the rest of Volume 2. The songs are done and set. They're really just in the I'm going to comb over every excruciating detail stage and, give up on music, get back into drinking heavily.
Right, yes.
Then eventually come back and then maybe finish it. But yeah, so that'll be a fun process, but lots to come this year. And then definitely I think the cadence is going to be full length, and then the next thing will be the remix album of that full length. So lots to come.
Well, there you go. Very good. Lots to look forward to. And if you want to get a hold of you, how do you get a hold of?
If you want to get a hold of me, there's this thing called snail mail.
Snail mail.
You can put a postcard in an envelope. No, don't do that. That's not right. Twitter. I'm always hanging out. I think Twitter's kind of my stream of consciousness. Let's chat.
Your jacket synthwave on Twitter, right?
Jacket synthwave. Jacket.synthwave. Instagram. No dot for Twitter. Actually, it's just Jacket Synthwave. You're right. You know my names better than I do. Instagram is jacket.synthwave. So is Facebook. I'm even on TikTok at jacket.synthwave.
Jeepers.
Look at that.
And you're also at the Jacket Synthwave, no dot, .bandcamp.com. I've been posting those links in the chat.
Yep.
And you still have CDs available for your Volume 1, don't you?
Absolutely. And I did post a little bit a while ago, and I would be remiss if I didn't mention my partnership with Mirrorgate Media. It's Sander Gavin's record label.
Yep.
Really awesome guy. Lots of good artists on there, and he'll be helping out with all the physicals in the future. So the volume 2 will get physical releases on cassette, CD, probably vinyl eventually, and he's also got remaining copies of volume 1 up on their website too. So yeah.
Very good. Go pick up some music, man. Go to the website and get yourself a physical, because, you know, I have one of them. I actually got something that I won. I think it was... What did I win?
Groupies?
It was the Groupies. Yes.
Jacket.
Oh,
You kindly lent your album to the groupie.
That's right.
My groupies.
It was great.
My very first. I don't know if it'll be the only one. I don't know, but yeah.
It was a lot of
was
fun.
nice.
Awesome.
And I listen to it all the time. Actually, it might even still be in my car CD player, because I don't have many CDs. CDs are kind of like one of them things where I just stopped collecting them, but then I'm like really cool with the ones that I have. Like I have a Night Leather one, and I have a Jacket one, and I think Ollie Ride, and I just kind of go back and forth and just pop one in and listen to it.
You cover all your bases with those 3 albums.
Yeah, I mean, you really cover the entire spectrum of synthwave with that, so it's fun. All right, so what do we got next, Jules?
Ooh, we have a shout out to our buddy Deedle.
Hey, Deedle!
Deeds in the YouTube chat.
Welcome.
And yeah, I think it's time for some tunes.
I think so too.
All right. Well, let's. So we got Swedish artist Wave Shaper. He's teamed up with UK artist Lukash for this single. So these are 2 titans.
Yeah, they
it's
are.
called Pixel Force, and you're hearing it right here on Night Ride FM.
Once again, that was Pixel Force by Wave Shaper and Lukash. Man, that was a dope track.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Oh, did I mention that Wave Shaper, Electronic Purification Records just did a re-release of a bunch of Wave Shaper's albums, like Mainframe, on vinyl.
Ooh.
There's all kinds of variants
On
too. Like there's
vinyl.
a Ukraine variant and a this variant and a that variant.
Nice.
And also, they also released some vinyls, some reissues of Street Cleaner.
Yeah, I heard.
Ah, man, EPR is killing it.
It's amazing stuff. Speaking of albums, why don't we go ahead and talk about some of our albums that are dropping and have dropped and will drop.
Yeah, let's do it. You kick it off.
I'm going to kick it off here with May 1st, which just happened. It was last Saturday. Zach Vortex came out with Miami Squeeze 2. So check that out. We also have on May 2nd, it was Isidore with Portals and Dimensions and Meteor with Phantom Zone.
Yeah, we're going to hear a track from that a little bit later.
Yeah, nice. And I also have another one here, which is May 3rd. And that's today.
Yeah,
Johnny Fallout with his latest Human Logic. So go check that
That's
out.
on the RRRRRR label.
Hey, I mastered that.
Huh?
I mastered that.
What?
Sweet.
Get out of
That's right,
town.
you did. Actually,
Yeah.
Look
you
at
know
you.
what? We knew that because when we had him on the show, we had mentioned that.
We did.
Derp.
Did we? I can't
I
remember.
think so. All right, I'll continue. May 4th, which is tomorrow, Droid Bishop's new single, The Night, drops. We were lucky enough to play that, last week or the week before?
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
dope.
And then May 6th, this Friday, it's Bandcamp Day. I could just go on and on and on, so I'll try and just blast through some highlights here. Watch out for Snakes. His new album, Disintegrate, comes out. Midnight Hi-Fi is dropping a new single called Street Society. Thought Beings is dropping a new album on the Aztec Records label called Wave Spell. We're going to hear a track from that. And, your friend Estevez. Actually, my friend Estevez.
It's everyone's friend, Estevez.
No, mine. But he's got a new album called Opposite Forces, Volume 1, dropping on RRRRR again.
Nice.
And finally, I just got to point out, because we were just talking about vinyls, Electronic Purification Records has finally announced that the FM84 Atlas repress is happening.
Yes.
So that's this Friday.
Don't buy
And
them out.
If you're in my time zone or Dennis's time zone, that's 2 p.m. Friday.
Make sure
go to
Jules
the
gets a
EPR
copy.
website or write it. Like you've got 3 days to write a bot that can gobble them all up. 'Cause
Snatch
there's
them
only
all up.
1,000 copies.
Only 1,000 copies. I
Yeah.
love that.
And,
That just cracks me
You know
up.
what? So it's not just Adele. It's Cole and EPR. They probably had
Yeah.
this all, printing and everything for the whole year, and that's why no one else could get vinyls.
It's a plastic shortage, for sure.
Yeah. Also, Time Slaves is dropping a vinyl of 80s Stallone album called Engaged.
Oh, look at that.
And so I went looking. I don't know everything about synthwave. I'd never heard of this album. I tried to find it on Spotify. I tried to find it anywhere. It just doesn't exist. But apparently it was released in like 2021 or something. I don't know.
You're going to buy it.
Oh, it's 80s Stallone. Come on.
Nice. All right, so I'm going to give one more here. This is a Dream Kid with Dream Kid. Dream Kid with Dream Kid. The album.
We just heard that album? Yep. So
Check
that'll be
that
cool. That's going to be
out.
on Outland Recordings. And finally, let's see, May 20th, Radio Wolf, who's now living in Germany, is dropping a new EP called Nightlight.
Very good. Go check that out. Go buy all those albums and tell them the State of Synth sent you in the comments in the Bandcamp. Can you do that? No,
Yeah.
you can't do that. Can you?
I can't imagine why you can't.
That would be cool. You should write
this
the State of
this
Synth.
album is awesome. I'm so glad I heard it about it on the State of Synth.
Synth. There you
Yeah.
go. We need a plug. We need the power so people will be on our show and be awesome to us. So we help people buy albums, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, that's how we got Jacket, right? We're like,
That is.
please come on our show.
Exactly.
We guarantee you 10 times more sales.
We're not above begging. We're really not above begging.
Oh, you two.
All right, so let's play another song. What do you think? We got a bunch still.
Yeah, we've got another Swede in the lineup.
Yeah.
Midsummer X, who's been patiently, I think he's still there. Midsummer X is in the IRC chat.
It's gotta be late.
Patiently waiting. He hails from Stockholm.
Yes.
And here's his latest single. It's called Always 1985, right here on Night Ride FM.
All this fear that we all must stand alone. I need you, I won't make it on my own. All these years now the grass has overgrown. We were always waiting for something to happen. Come over here so I can see you again. Remember when we used to drive in the sunset? A magic feeling we will never forget. For what it's worth, those were the best days of my life. Let's take a chance, let's go and dance in the street lights. The haunted town where we would make our way out. Deep in my heart, it's always 1985. Melodies brings me down the memory lane. Now I know things will never be the same. Bittersweet, all good things must come to an end. We were always waiting for something to happen. Come over here so I can see you again. Remember when we used to drive in the sunset? A magic feeling we will never forget. For what it's worth, those were the best days of my life. Let's take a chance, let's go and dance in the street lights. The haunted town where we would make our way out. Deep in my heart, it's always 1985.
The number you have dialed has been changed. The new number is. Please note, the new number is.
Once again, that was Always 1985 by Midsummer X. That's a cool tune. I dig it.
Mm-hmm.
Very good, very good.
Love it.
And we have coming up this thing that we like to do called the birthdays. Why not just dive into it? Because everyone's got one.
I let you lead this one off with your favorite buddy.
My buddy! Wait, what is today? Today
is May 3rd.
Today is May 3rd. It's my buddy Straplocked, who probably is not listening to this show. The bum. Happy birthday, Strappy. I gotta go.
Happy birthday.
We gotta hang out, man. It's been so long. He's been living life, man. He's been doing his thing. But I need to go up there. He's in Connecticut. We gotta go hang and have some fun.
What, he's in Connecticut now?
Yeah, he's from Connecticut.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right.
We meet in New York because it's kind of like a middle ground for us. It's about a 2.5 hour drive for each of us, so yeah. It's fun.
Right.
New York's happening.
Let's tomorrow, Anthony, aka Starcourt, he's also one half of Knight Rider 87.
Nice.
Is celebrating a birthday on May 4th, as well as PajJ, who was a playlister of note on Spotify. He had some pretty good numbers on his playlist, so
Nice.
That kind of gave some artists a little boost. Now I think he's trying to move into producing music.
Cool.
So yeah.
Well, very good. And of course, we have on May 5th, we have Sheridan Black. So she's a lovely producer who goes by Neon. Is it Neon?
Yeah, Neon.
Very nice. All right.
Let's see, May 7th, we've our buddy Mark Cooper celebrating a birthday. And also Ludrium, who goes by the name Cody Carpenter.
Very
That
cool.
would be JC's son.
Yeah, absolutely. And last but not least, on May 8th, Absolute Valentine. The awesome producer
Happy birthday.
from France.
You got it.
Very, very good. All right. So we are here. We got some more tunes for you. And why don't we go ahead and, I don't know, why don't we drop another fun one here?
Let's blast these out.
Let's do it.
Argentinian artist, One Ticket to the Moon, has submitted some tracks to us. This one is his latest. It's called Last Nightmare on Earth, and you're hearing it right here on Night Ride FM.
And that was Last Nightmare on Earth, One Ticket to the Moon. Cool stuff, man. Cool stuff.
Yeah, man.
I dig that. Very good. Jules, we got some good music going on here tonight. I just wanted to let you know that I appreciate that, and I appreciate you.
Thank the artist for submitting.
Yeah. If you guys want to submit, you can always go to submit.nightride.fm, or we have a shorter URL now. It's nr.fm/submit. So you can do that. Submit your stuff. It also goes to the Night Ride station. It goes to the 80s guy. It goes to a bunch of places. So what do you have to lose?
Exactly. And Z's got what? He's got 20 streaming channels?
Yes, like 20, 25 streaming
25,
stations.
yeah, 25.
And
Chill Synth and Data Wave and
yeah,
and yeah.
Hyperwave, Cross Colors Wave,
yeah, Space Wave, Lego Wave.
Yeah, all that good stuff. So go out and submit your stuff so we can play it on the show, and you can be cool too.
Yeah.
Like all these other people. And you can also maybe even go on tour like a superstar that you are. And speaking,
I love your segues.
I had to shoehorn that segue in a little bit, but it's like, it's like a shoe that it's getting a little tight. You just gotta get the shoehorn out and it slides in, but you just gotta shoehorn it in a little bit. So yeah, here we go. We're doing our tours and events stage right now, so we're gonna squeeze that shoe in and talk about who's going on tour, man.
Right. Well, from now up until May 15th, Dance with the Dead and Magic Sword are continuing their little North American tour. And if you're going to be on the West Coast, they're going to have Droid Bishop opening for them.
Yeah, you lucky guns.
So yeah, so the next 2 weeks, enjoy.
And of course, we cannot forget the Midnight, May 5th through May 10th. They are in Europe, London, Glasgow, Dublin, and Brighton. That is, I guess, in 2 days.
Yeah,
so
man,
get there.
Like they just had that Tales from the Crypt concert.
They did
with all those artists. I mean, what the hell, man?
Yeah, they love touring, man. They're a big tour band.
All right, so May 7th, which is Saturday in Denver, Colorado, Starfarer. It's his first show as a Coloradian, and he's going to be performing with some help by DJ Tower.
Nice.
What else? May 7th. Oh yeah, there's another one on May 7th. If you happen to be in Paris, some of us are. Wave Defender 4 featuring BMX Escape, an incredible artist. Tommy 86, Dan Terminus, and Tillman.
Yeah, that sounds great. I would like to go to Paris and see them.
Yep.
Orlando on May 7th, we have Phaserland, Max Overdrive, 1986. You can also go on the Annihilator Tour, May 12th through June 18th. It is with Street Cleaner, Watch Out for Snakes, and Morris Black in the USA. Jules, sorry they're not going to Canada.
I know.
Sorry about that.
Well, let's see. June 4th, Helsinki Synth City Festival 2022. They've got special guest Dan Terminus joining them, as well as Tommy 86, O Animo, and their special guest ZXSP. That would be Arena, who managed to get the hell out of Mariupol in Ukraine. And I'm so happy for that. So yeah, she'll be performing it in Helsinki.
Good job.
Also June 4th, Space Jams and Steel City Collective. They just did their little Tales from the Crypt. Now they're doing the Hotline, Bristol. So that goes down in Bristol, UK, with Wolf Club, Beckett, Iverson, Paradise Walk, FHE, Brandon, Young Empress, and Wave Shaper.
That's pretty sick.
Oof, yeah.
June 10th, San Junipero. I wish I could go to this thing, man. I really wish. It is my daughter's dance recital, so I am not going to be able to go to Brooklyn. But you can on June 10th and see Faith in a Glitch, DJ Valentine, with special live performance by Swedish artist Robert Parker. What? Get out of town. So there it is. Go check that out. Cool shows, man. Cool shows coming around your town. And you can go see them if you are lucky. If you're in that town, I guess. All right. Are we done?
Not yet.
Okay. What do we got next?
Let's see. Ooh, we got to Listen to this tune. We mentioned this earlier.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, California artist Thought Beings. That's made up of Orion and Lemon. They're dropping their new album this Friday on Aztec Records. It's called Wave Spell.
Ooh.
And here's the titular track.
Titular.
Take a drink.
Drink.
Right here on Night Ride FM.
The image is clear, a face with wide eyes. The features are key, ahead of our time. The way we receive our guidance and light, emotionless mouths, empty minds. When you wanna leave it all behind, give me hope, give me help, wake spell. When you wanna hide it all inside, ring the bell, live to tell, wake spell. When your mind is blank, we long to rely together again. These moments in life, the way we receive our guidance and light, emotionless mouths, empty minds. When you wanna leave it all behind, give me hope, give me help, wake spell. When you wanna hide it all inside, ring the bell, live to tell, wake spell. Give me hope, give me help, ring the bell, wake spell. Give me hope, give me help, wake spell. Ring the bell, live to tell, wake spell. When you wanna leave it all behind, give me hope, give me help, wake spell. When you wanna hide it all inside, ring the bell, live to tell, wake spell. Give me hope, give me help, ring the bell, wake spell.
And that was Wave Spell by Thought Beings. Always something interesting coming out of those guys. Very good. Very good,
Those
Jules.
guys, man, they're talented.
They are. They are. I love Orion and I love Lemon. Lemon's going to come on the State of Synth one of these days. We're going to just make her come on the show because we're going to force her because we love Lemon. We love Orion. So, yeah. We're not above pleading and begging because that's what we
Not at
do
all.
to get the artists on the show. Sometimes a little bit more begging, sometimes a little less begging other times.
Please, please, please.
But yeah, I think that's it. That's our show. That's all we got. We would like to talk about some Patreons. You can always go to our Patreon for Night Ride if you like what's going on over here on Night Ride FM, 24/7 synthwave in your ears, and fun shows like Cara and Zoe Lee's show and our show and Ruiner's show and some really fun stuff for you. You can always go to patreon.com/nightrideFM. We have some new Patreons. We have... Don't mention any dude named Epps. Was I literally not supposed to mention them?
No.
Crap.
Oh.
Nicholas, he doesn't listen to the show anyway. Nicholas Preston and Caribbean and Corvona.
Corvina Draco.
Ooh, very nice. I like the way you
Yeah.
said it. Much better.
I'm gonna post the Patreon link in them their chats.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. And you can always go to stateofsynth.com, thestateofsynth.com. You can get show notes and all that kind of fun stuff. And
T-shirts.
Yeah, T-shirts.
We need to get more T-shirts out there than Karin has.
We do. We need to get
that's
T-shirts.
starting to bug me, man.
It is. It's a complex. Complex.
Everywhere I go, there's somebody with a Karin Zoe Lee.
And Jules, I will tell you one thing that I was like, maybe they're not buying the shirts because it's a white shirt. Well, you can buy it in any color you want, let's be honest. But the one we have on the website. But here's the deal. I have been wearing white shirts for like the past 2 days. I usually don't wear white shirts. This is just like a plain white tee I'm wearing today. Dude, I don't know what's going on, but I feel like a brand new person. Like, you know how like...
Yeah, man, you gotta be bright. You gotta be colorful.
Yeah, you know how like when you're like wearing nothing but black and you're drab and then like you switch it and you're like wearing white. Like what kind of jacket do you wear, Pete? You wear like a like multicolors, or are you like a black or a, I don't know, white?
Yeah. Well, the
many colors.
As far as T-shirts or jackets?
I don't know.
Wow.
Both.
Wow.
The T-shirt and the jacket, the whole combo. Are you like a colors guy? Are you a plain guy?
I'm usually pretty dark colors until summer starts, and then I have a couple like Hawaiian flower shirts that
there you go.
Make me feel like Magnum PI.
That's when Tom Selleck comes
Yeah,
out of the
yeah.
grave in like July or something, right?
Yeah, he just kind of
Appears.
creeps around. He's like, yeah, here's your shirt. I gotta wear it. But yeah, the jacket is like it's like got a bunch of designs on it. It's actually by this company called Fresh Hoods.
Nice.
And they do a bunch of just really awesome designs. And so I think that'll kind of be my thing. I'll just like keep collecting their jackets. But
Nice.
You could be like Joseph in the Technicolor Dreamcoat kind of dude.
Yeah.
Of
Jacket
synthwave.
and the jacket.
I wonder if he's gonna have as many jackets as I have tees.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Probably not.
Probably not. What are you on, like 200 now, Jules?
$199. I need one more to crack.
You're
200.
kidding. Are you kidding me? I was joking.
No.
I was joking, Jules.
Yeah, my number 199 was Neilio.
So yeah, T-shirts. Go buy the State of Synth T-shirt. You can buy it in white, and you can look fresh as hell.
Damn right. You know what? I also got to throw a couple of some last shout outs to some folks who have joined us in the YouTubes. Gabe, Adam the Droog, and Cool K DJ. Thanks
Nice.
for tuning in, guys.
Thank you so much for listening, and thank you for listening to Night Ride FM. We would not be here without you guys. I mean, we would. We started streaming to like
Love this shit.
5 people. Yeah, we do. We love what we do. We would play to the walls if we had to, just because we like hearing ourselves talk.
By the way, a big thank you to our guest, Jacket.
Yes, thank you so much for coming on the show, man.
And
Thanks for having me, guys.
You are
Really
everywhere. It's awesome.
Yeah. we
anywhere
appreciate
there's a jacket.
it. Anywhere there's a jacket, there you are.
There I am. Yeah.
Remember, go to jacketsynthwave.bandcamp.com
Yeah.
and buy everything.
Get yourself some physicals. Get yourself some
Yeah,
albums.
head over to I just blanked out. Red Manor Records is now
Yes.
Mirrorgate.
Thank you.
Yep.
And
Yep. Absolutely. appreciate
Mirrorgate
that,
Media.
guys. Thank you.
some of that good. All right. So
Right.
we have one more track to close
Yep.
us out.
We're gonna play everyone out with this track from Colombian artist Meteor's latest album. It's called Phantom Zone. Karin played a track earlier today.
Nice.
We picked a different one. So this track, it's called Distant Worlds. From all of us at Night Ride FM, have a great night, day, morning, wherever you are.
We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.